we've just wrapped up at this location for the day before we then have dinner and move into the next location, which will be a bar scene tonight. And I just thought I'd mention a little bit unusual about what these sort of setups have been, because we were actually shooting simultaneously at two different locations, because basically the astronaut guy was having a Skype call with another person, and so we actually just had that Skype call instead of being, ages away, just down the other room down there. So they wanted to be able to sort of film both moments at the same time. So they had like two cameras in this location and so one camera over another location. Now, they had a camera operator in each location to operate the cameras, but there's only one me, Soundy, so I was like, how am I going to juggle this? But one of the good things, though, at least, is that they are just simply wanting like a Skype call quality for the lady speaking over there. So it doesn't need to be absolutely perfectly crisp, because they're going to, you want as good source files to start off with, but they're going to definitely, mess with the audio quite a lot to degrade it in the final result. So I just, you don't need to be absolutely spot on perfect as I would maybe want to do on another set, but I still want to get as good audio as I can without any sort of issues. So I was thinking, I'll just run down and show you the place. So just see if I can walk backwards. Nah. And anyway, here they are packing up the camera for the location move. And jump through. Cool. So here's the other place at the other end of the house and where they were shooting at. So basically there was a chair here that she was sitting at, and she was sort of faking talking to on Skype on the camera there. And we had the weird setup over there, and it was a long HDMI cable feeding to them. Now, so what I thought I might do is I would just take this spare C stand and just dangle one of my Sony wireless labs just right in front of her as kind of the C stands being my burn mop basically. And I thought I'd be running the wireless so that way I can still monitor what's being recorded here at that point in time. So I was pretty pleased with that. And also I was doing this rather than putting the lav on the person, although I could very well have done both, put the lav on the person and have dangled this, but we were having, because they were shooting a whole bunch of these scenes all together, so there were lots of costume changes going on. So because of the speed we're going at, just to do a little bit and then to do a costume change, I thought I might just skip the lav, because they were, aside from the complexities of shooting two different places, relatively simple scenes. Just a stationary person talking to the camera. You can see the kind of funny setup they had here. They basically had a person's cell phone at each end. You can see it's being kept charged up. And they were using the FaceTiming, I think they were. So that way the director could always communicate with the crew and the talent in the other room. And it also meant that the talent could get the lines from the person in this room and sort of be able to sort of feed off them and play back and forth, because acting can be a bit like, say, playing a game of tennis, and you need another person to sort of hit the ball back to you, otherwise you're just sort of hitting against a wall and it's really not the same. So that's why they had that. And as for my approach here, I had as I was saying, the wireless Sony here, but then I started thinking a bit more and I thought, I'm like very confident the wireless down there will be completely fine, but just in case, how about I bring out my spare little portable recorder, and I was using the A.Lav that I'm probably touching a bit here, my Aputure A.Lav that I'm running into my camera right now for the vlog, but I often normally use this for the vlog, but I actually took this and I hanged it right down next to it so I could hardwire it into here and get recorded, and I just left that rolling, running, just as a backup, just in case it's all ready to go there without any extra time wasted or fuss, and that's just sort of a safety measure. And then later on, I was thinking, actually hang on, now that because we were originally going to shoot with the GH5, but then we switched over to shooting with the Red, and so when we're then shooting that shot with the Red, well, that can provide phantom power. So I thought, why don't I grab my spare microphone, this Octafer hypercardioid. I kind of wish I had the cardioid capsule in, but never mind. So I grabbed the hypercardioid and I thought, I'm going to just run this into the Red, and that will give another option for the audio besides just in the camera there. So Anyway, what were I rambling on about? And like I said, the cardioid pattern would have been better because it would have, because it's obviously quite off axis here. But we'd run out of energy to see stands, and I was trying to like minimise the time. And I will probably just wrap up and finish about what I was saying. Yeah, I know you only just realised. Hi.
What was going on there?
Hi there. That was our director. Anyway, as you can see, we've got these stacks of pizza here, so we're going to be having dinner very soon. And I'm rambling on. We'll wrap this up. So, yeah, I would have much more preferred to have actually used my shock mount to have actually mounted that at the appropriate angle and not have it so far off axis. But like I said, I kind of ran out of C-stands at this point for another one to put it out there. And like I said, if you're going to have it so far off axis, a cardioid would have been better, but I didn't have my cardioid capsule with me. I just happened to have my other cardioid one. But whatever. I'm actually, so now the C-stands wrapped up, I can say basically how I feel about how stuff went. I basically could have just done this entire time. I was just listening and monitoring it while it's over there. I think it went through fantastically great. It's definitely going to be a very good source files for them to be able to then make a sort of a Skype conversation in the final edit. So, good job, team. Everybody else, Andrew, who's filming me at the moment, thank you very much. He did this fantastic lighting, of which we've taken down a bit of. But anyway, yeah, over. Bye. Pizza. Not for me, though.